What is the impact of your team members discovering their whys, and what can it do for your team? Here's a story about one of my teams who discovered their why, and they began to transform their engagement and trust. APT is a small healthcare business with just under 20 employees. Their owner and his leadership team had been coaching for a couple of years. This team had a strong culture, loyal employees, and owners who were focused not only on retention, but developing their employees personally and professionally. Once the team began to emerge from the impact of the pandemic and tried to return to some form of normalcy, they began to feel stuck, frustrated, and worn out. Having to navigate the uncertainty of the residual overlay related to the pandemic stymied them. The owners and leaders were looking for ways to recharge their team. It was then that I introduced the concept of discovering each team member's personal why. I took the owners and the leaders through their why discovery first. That way they could experience the impact on themselves. This was discussed in detail in last month's video post. You'll find the link below. Once the leaders discovered and took a deep dive into their own personal why, they realized how this could recharge their team and lead to deeper interactions. This led then to a staff development workshop with the entire team. During this workshop, every team member discovered their personal why operating system. We know that everyone loves to find out what makes them tick and why they do what they do. Of course, once you discover new things, what then do you do with the information? How do you apply it so that you have the greatest impact? Well, they learned and experienced how each team member's why not only makes them unique, but helped them understand how each person functions, communicates, learns, and performs at their best. This created a system that supported openness, transparency, authenticity, honesty, and accountability. Here's an example. One of the team members was very rigid in his thinking. He's always following everything by the book, which made him look like he lacked flexibility or openness. His why was right way. He had trouble relating to a fellow team member who was always thinking outside the box and challenging the status quo. Her why was challenge. They had trouble conversing without making judgments about each other. Once they discovered their own other's personal why, their conversations became transformative. Because this discovery tool is so impactful, the owner and the leadership created an ongoing method to keep the value of the team why in front of the team on a regular basis. They designed a system to keep the team whys as part of their regular meetings and added them to their new employee onboarding. Their team culture shifted and their communication and conversations drove the engagements. Your people are worth this discovery.